Welcome everyone. With me is Dr. AAPI Srivastava. Hello sir. He is the ex-president of Associations of Surgeons of India, a very active member of AAPI and very closely associated with AAPI. So can you tell us more about yourself?
I'm very fortunate to be here again in an AAPI meeting with a very serious kind of business. Since 2009, since when I'm associated with the AAPI, I have been looking forward for making a real inroad into some definite project, and a project of traumatic brain injury can be something which will be worthier of a project, and I have volunteered discussing with AAPI that the pilot project study of this project in India should be the state of my abode, that is Jharkhand. It is a tribal dominated state. It has a significant tribal population who are coming into the civilization from nowhere, and they need to be, catch them young is the real perfect thing, because if we can train them with all these efforts for the road safety, for the road worthiness, for the behavior rule, following the rule of the road, and then salvage them from the injuries to pre-hospital care, hospital care and post-hospital care, that will be a fantastic thing to add to the human population in this country.
So what is the current scenario in Jharkhand from where you come?
Practically you can divide Jharkhand into, I'll say, eastern half and western half. So far the neurosurgical care, or broadly speaking trauma care, goes ahead. The eastern half of the state is really very poor in the trauma care facilities, even in the Medicare facilities, while the southern portion and the western half is having a lot of medical establishments. Of course, they are also not up to the mark, but they are there. Like the major 4 cities, Dhanbad, Bokaro, Jamshedpur and Ranchi, neurosurgical care is available there, because all these cities have a dedicated neurosurgery department in various hospitals. But if you trade eastern beyond Dhanbad to the confines, to the bordering West Bengal and Bihar, you will find that there is hardly any good trauma care center, and leave aside neurosurgical trauma care center. So my motto in coming and getting roped into this project of AAPI, that is traumatic brain injury, I am really still dreaming that probably if we can streamline the care in the Jharkhand scenario of a trauma care, we can bring the traumatic brain injuries be the main focus of the trauma care. And that's why I was just discussing that if we can involve the surgeon members of the Association of Surgeons of India, we have a Jharkhand chapter. We also have a dedicated section on trauma in the Association of Surgeons of India. These two together can make dream of traumatic brain injury care a wide based, and then it will definitely yield good fruits in the time to come.
And one, just if you have to list across 3 things that you would immediately like to change for traumatic brain injury care in India, what would be that 3?
In India, if you talk of a national scenario, obviously the care at the site of the injury, and the transport of the person to a nearby safer place are the 2 things which I like to emphasize more, because now India is having neurosurgical units, say within a distance of about 100 kilometers, and it is possible that if the on-site and the transport can be taken care of, then things can really improve in India.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Srivastava, for your views. We heard Dr. Srivastava and his passion to improve conditions in Jharkhand, and which we are sure with the AAPI's collaboration and with guidelines in place, things will change, not just in Jharkhand, but with the entire country. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.